Morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Tuesday, the 25th day of March, 2025, 3/25/25. I hope you're all safe and healthy. I hope your family's safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders who every day are doing their best to save lives. Those also that pick up garbage to keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women that are trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children that are victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are also victims of pornography and child pornography, prostitution, child prostitution, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, the profiteers, and the perverts that create these heinous industries. And finally, double blessings on the homeless. More than 600,000 men, women, children, families, veterans, and senior citizens homeless in the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There's going to be a basketball game tonight at Madison Square Garden. The New York Knicks are hosting the Dallas Mavericks at Madison Square Garden. Now, this is a completely different Dallas Mavericks team than started the year. This is a completely different Dallas Mavericks team than was going into the NBA Finals last year. This Dallas Mavericks team is decimated. This Dallas Mavericks team has very little to play for except for a high draft pick. They really that management has really messed up that team. They talk about. I don't want to hear nobody complain about the Knicks management when you look at Dallas. I mean, they had Jalen Brunson at 55 million, lost him. They had Quentin Grimes, right? Lost him. They had KP, lost him. They had Luka Doncic, one of the most talented prodigies of basketball to come out into the league in many decades. Lost him, traded him, and get Anthony Ambulance, who they can't even hardly play because he's always hurt, including tonight. Last night, the Knicks, the Nets actually lost to the Dallas Mavericks. Right now, the Dallas Mavericks are 11th in the West, 35-37. Most of that is prior to the Luka trade, and they're 3-7 in the last 10. They give up 115 points a game. They're in bad shape, and Jason Kidd, what could he do? He hasn't been left with much at all. So. They played Anthony Davis last night. I doubt he plays today. The thing is that because they're just playing for draft pick right now. And I don't even know if they get their draft pick because, they made so many trades. I don't know where they're at. But for the Knicks, this is what happens now. A good coach like Jason Kidd, this is what he does when he's up against it. Last night they beat the Nets. Now, to show how bad the Nets are, there was a kid that the Knicks drafted that was in their summer league, in their G League. They cut him. His name was Tyrese Martin. He came in at age 18 out of an academy or something, but he wasn't an NBA level player then, and he barely is now. He started last night for Dallas because both D'Lo is out and forgot their other starting guard is out. So both their starting guards were out. They started Tyrese Martin. Okay, show you where they at. So Dallas spanked them last night and turned them over 18 times. And this is what happens. Now, this is the thing here. Teams like Dallas with a good coach like Kidd that don't have much, they're going to try to use little gimmicks and stuff. One of the things they're going to try to do is turn you over. And they turned over the Nets 18 times. They only had 10 turnovers last night. And the Nets turned it over 18 times. That was the ball game right there. So what does the Knicks have to do today? Now, the Knicks are going into this game, no Deuce McBride. Okay, they have no Deuce today. They're probably not going to have Mitchell Robinson today. Dallas starts Spencer Dinwiddie, who's a long time. I don't care if it was on the Knicks, on the Nets, on Dallas, on Washington. Spencer Dinwiddie has been a Knick killer his whole career. He's coming to start tonight. Klay Thompson, who's really washed. Klay Thompson is washed. At this point, he should be coming off somebody's bench, but he's starting for Dallas right now. Then they got P.J. Washington out of Kentucky, and then formerly mentioned Anthony Davis, but he's not playing probably today because it's the second night of a back-to-back. They got Dwight Powell, who's like 100 years old, Kai Jones, They got Jaden Hardy. Max Christie's a nice player. Last night, Naji Marshall led them in scoring off the bench. Like Naji Marshall. Brandon Williams, Naji Marshall, Max Christie that they bench with Dwight Powell. So, the key today, the Knicks have no Deuce McBride. They're going to start Cameron Payne. They're going to get Tyler Kolek, for all of you people all over that boy nutsack. He's going to get some minutes today. They're going to have to control the basketball. That means low turnovers. Dallas is going to be desperate to try to put pressure on the Knicks to make them turn it over. The Knicks, in terms of a couple of their players, Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges particularly, turn the ball over entirely too much. Okay, Payne has one of the best assist-to-turnover ratios on the team. Of course, the best on the team is Deuce. He has the best assists. Four assists to every turnover is the best on the team by far, but he's not playing. So Cameron Payne, you're not going to lose a lot defensively at the point of attack with Cameron Payne. He's a disruptor, just as Tibbs said, and he can hit big shots. Let's hope his shot is falling today, because if it is, that will alleviate a lot of problems. They're going to try to put pressure on him so that he can turn the ball over. It's really Josh Hart. It's really Josh Hart and Gato and Mikal Bridges that turn the ball over entirely too much. They have to not do that today. Control the basketball is what I'm saying. They got to control the basketball, and they need to gain rebound. They have to control the boards. If they can control the boards and control the basketball and play decent defense, they'll be okay. But that's all ifs. Okay? So this is a team right here, this type of NBA team where you would get beat because you take them too lightly. Second night of a back-to-back, behind Klay Thompson starting, Spencer Dinwiddie trying to act like he got something to prove, and he got no Anthony Ambulance. Naji Marshall came off the bench and scored 27 last night, or whatever that they won. This is the type of game you could lose, and this is the type of game we can't afford to lose. Reason being now, we only 2.5 up. Indiana beat decisively Juju and them last night. They just didn't have it. I'm watching the game and I'm like, dang, you could just tell. The Minnesota just did not have the energy, whereas Indiana was playing at full strength yesterday. Everybody was healthy, everybody played, and it was too much for Minnesota last night. And so now Indiana's only 2.5 games behind the Knicks. We need this win to get it back to 3, okay? Control the basketball, control the boards, play defense. Very simple. If the Knicks do that, they can win this basketball game. There is nobody on Dallas that can guard Karl Anthony Towns. Nobody. So all he has to do is be himself and not turn the freaking ball over, and we'll be in good shape there. Okay? If Cameron Payne's shot is falling, that would help us a lot. Now, so you're going to have Tyler Kolek coming off the bench. The problem is, the good part is everybody already knows because they hype it. He can handle the ball. He's not going to turn it over. Okay? That's good. And he can even shoot. Problem is, you're going to get diminishing returns on the defensive side of the basketball, which people don't pay attention to. But that's going to be the problem today. He's going to have an opportunity to show his stuff. I hope he does well, because that means a win for the Knicks. And then tomorrow night, hopefully we get Deuce and Mitch Rob back. Deuce is not playing. Mitch Rob probably won't play. I doubt if he'll play. It's the first night of a back-to-back. He's going to play tomorrow night at the Garden. But Deuce ain't playing today. That's already been established. So hopefully you get Deuce another night's rest. He can come back tomorrow. But tonight, we're dependent on Cameron Payne and Tyler Kolek. Okay? It'd be nice. It'd be really nice if Shamet found his jump shot. It's been kind of on and off. It hasn't been consistent. When he messed his shoulder up earlier this year, before he messed his shoulder up, he was playing really, really good. Him and Precious. But after the injuries, neither of them have been the same since they come back. We haven't gotten Shamet that we really know, and from Phoenix and from Philly, we haven't gotten that Shamet yet. From the Clippers, we haven't gotten that Shamet yet. We're looking for that Shamet. He plays good defense, but we need him to hit that shot. And then we haven't gotten really Precious, the double-double machine that was filling in for injured players last year and going off. We haven't really had consistent with that either yet. So I'm looking for both of those guys to break out a little bit today. And so we can really use that, especially with no Mitchell Robinson and no Deuce McBride. So tonight's an opportunity. Opportunity for Tyler Kolek, opportunity for Landry Shamet, opportunity for Precious Achiuwa. It's an opportunity for them to show that they have come to play. It's a good night for them to do that, okay? I am very confident that Karl Anthony Towns is going to show up. He's going to show up. That's one thing about him. You may not like his defense. It may not be the best rim protector, but he shows up to play. And like I said, there's nobody on Dallas that can guard him. So he should really have a field day today. Okay? He really should. Then there's OG Anunoby, who is all NBA defense for the Knicks this year. If OG shows up and then McCall, we should be in good shape now. But do not turn the ball over. Control the basketballs, the boards. Okay, play good defense. Okay, then we should be all right. Josh Hart, please don't throw the ball all over the second row today. We need you to hustle, bring that energy, and keep the ball. So this ain't no giving. You know, some people will say, well, this is an easy game because you still don't know the league. This is the freaking league. Anybody could be anybody on any given night. All of these guys are being paid a lot of money to play basketball because they're good. These are the best 400 players on planet Earth. Okay, so don't get caught up in NC2A thinking that, oh, this is a 16 seed against a 1 seed. It don't work like that in the NBA. Okay, so we just need to handle our business today. Get past this win. If we can get Deuce and Mitch Rob back tomorrow, we'll be in good shape. Going down this week here, because this week you got tonight, you got tomorrow night, and then you got, I think, a Saturday night game. Who's that game against? We got a Saturday night game. We got the Clippers tomorrow night, and then there's a Saturday night game against Milwaukee. No, it's Friday night at Milwaukee. That's the toughest one. So we got to get our guys for that. So tonight, Deuce out, Mitch Rob out. Let's rest them. Then we get tomorrow with them, and then Friday we have them again. And that's this week. It's 3 games this week. I'm expecting to get Jalen Brunson back for Tuesday, April 1st against Philly. I don't want to hear all this stuff about, we're bringing it back slowly, whatever. Jalen Brunson, I'm looking for him to start against Philadelphia 76ers on April 2nd, Tuesday, period. And we'll move from there. Hopefully everybody's healthy at that point. Okay, we're going to be in April. We got 12 games left for the season. Okay, we got to hang on to this 3rd seed. I know there's some people that, think they smart. We strategize. They go to the 4th seed. That's stupid. That's weak. That's got no heart. We in New York, man. We're going to try to take this 3rd seed and take on all comers when it's time for the playoffs. Let's get this game tonight. Y'all enjoy the game. Happy Tuesday. Shalom.